wants to do the recap?
I'll do it.
Well,
Oh, okay. You can do it.
Okay.
You're volunteering, Laura.
so we all met up at the lodge, introduced each other, because we're all, for our own reasons, checking this place out to rent.
Mm-hmm.
Decker,
Vato! Sorry.
gave us a tour of the place. And then went back downstairs to kind of discuss payments and stuff. But then that was interrupted by a group of Dragonborn attacking Decker. And we realized that they are part of the Nomro Mafia. And we fought them off, helping Decker. The leader of this small gang ran off, teleported away. But the rest we had to knock unconscious to get them to stop fighting. That's pretty much it, I believe. Alright, Decker, asked for our assistance in dealing with the Nomros in the future, and in return, he'll give us free rooms here.
Alright.
And also, Orpheus just fainted.
Oh, right.
Right onto the ground.
Orpheus is dead.
Orpheus is dead. And me and Alex are gonna go into the private room, because this would make more sense to be private. Be back in a bit. Okay, let me get some mood music going on. I've saved some stuff. Oh, that's so creepy. Okay. Yeah, so after you pass out, you sort of are jolted awake, but you don't really understand where you are. As far as you can see, it's just a black void of sorts. You can't really make out anything. I don't know if you have dark vision, but even then, all you really see is just darkness, just blackness, nothing. Let me make just the volume is actually a bit too loud, sorry. Okay. You probably try and move around a bit, try and get a feel for your surroundings. As you try to do that, you sort of immediately realize that you're not really standing or lying down, you're sort of just floating, as if you're just floating in a void of sorts. After a little bit, you sort of see a white twinkle in the distance.
Can I go towards it?
Yeah, you try and slowly float towards it. You're not really used to it. It doesn't really, being an aquatic creature, you're used to being able to swim, but this still feels very unfamiliar to you. You slowly make your way towards the glimmer in the distance, when you see a face, emerging from the darkness. It appears to be more of a skeletal face, like a skull, but it appears to be it's floating in much a similar way to you, as if it is also in the void. As you approach, I assume you approach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you approach, you see almost you see more and more of the person. You don't really know what their gender is. They have long, flowing, strandy hair. Their body is vaguely humanoid, but instead of legs, it sort of splinters off into like a spectral tail of sorts. And an indentation is in her chest, and being a musician, you notice that in this indentation is what appears to be a metronome, light and ticking back and forth slowly, almost as if matching what her heartbeat would be if she even has a heart. One thing I forgot to mention is that there is you hear sound in this void of sorts, like whispering, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just general ambience of metronome ticking, though not nearly as loud as it got to before you passed out. Let me just...
Hello? Where the hell am I?
1 second, let me just pull up the reference for those watching. So I forgot to do that. One thing I forget. 1 second, I apologize. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, did I pass it? I think I passed it. I'm so sorry. I'm professional here. Oh, I had this momentum and it just immediately crumpled because I forgot to pull up the image. Sorry about that. Do you have it?
I don't have it saved on my computer,
Oh.
but I'm pretty sure it's in the art channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find right now. Let me just look from my phone because I know
Yeah, I got it. Hang on.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait, no, I'm stupid. I DM'd it to 10, so I can just pull it easily there. Okay, I apologize. Okay. Yes. Anyway, sorry. What did you ask?
where the hell am I?
She turns to face you, and after pausing, she speaks. Hello there. It's hard to describe where you are right now, but I have summoned you here.
Alright. Why is that?
I've seen your work. You've killed before. You appear to be a vigilante type.
Yeah, don't like killing, but if I have to, I will.
Well, me and my mother, we were thinking of cutting you a deal. I've been observing you for quite some time now.
What kind of deal?
If you can take out those who have been wrongly extinguishing life, then we will be granting you power to make the job easier for you to carry out your justice.
That sounds like a nice deal.
First, it would be beneficial to give you a test before we try and bestow you any sorts of power. The Dragonborn you've run into, Mori Nomro, her name is. Your test is to take her out. She has been ending the lives of many prematurely with aggressive debt collecting and frequently acts of violence.
Okay. Well, it's like a nasty person.
Mm-hmm. She is doing what me and Mother find reprehensible, trying to extend her life beyond its intended expiration. I believe she desires to replace the Queen, though such politics are of no interest to me and Mother. Will you take this test?
Yes, I will.
Alright. I apologize for this being so sudden. Admittedly, I am new to this. She breaks eye contact with you, looking a bit nervous, and you can't really grasp what she is, but you can tell she's still new to this sort of thing, whatever this sort of thing might be.
Do I know the concept of the Grim Reaper?
You've probably heard stories. Roll history.
Can't wait to fuck this up. Oops, that's my spells. Oh, whoops.
It's 23. I don't know why you're rolling with disadvantage.
It was
That's
already
funny.
set to that for some reason.
You probably just left it like that last session. Yeah, you being a bard, you know a lot about stories. You know, it helps give you inspiration for songs for you to write, songs for you to perform. You've heard of this figure before. Description doesn't really match, but that's just because of different legends of her, and you get the feeling that she might be from a descendant line. Like, perhaps you don't really think from these legends that these kinds of creatures ever die, more so retire and bestow their powers onto other people. And you, like, culturally out of character, we would call this kind of person like a Grim Reaper, but in Monsterum they would be called Timekeepers. This person is what you would know as a Timekeeper, or the Timekeeper in common legend.
Oh.
They are frequently employed by the demon goddess Elzieb to just reap those who have been wrongly ending the lives of others, as she said, or like she said, trying to extend their life beyond their regular limits. Sort of like how it's more of like a dark side to the teachings and such of Mortem Draco, the goddess of death. More so in like when you see someone doing reprehensible things, like you might like wish they would just die. Like, you know, like why can't the bad people just die and just have good people? Like, the Timekeeper is basically like a manifestation of that.
Supposed to be on some Persona shit.
Yeah. I apologize for the suddenness. I'm new to this. In future conversations, it will not be as abrupt.
In
Since
future, can you just like come to me when I'm sleeping instead of like?
That could be a possibility. While I cannot grant you much power now, as you have not attempted the test yet, I can bestow you a companion for the time being. You can use that to converse with me.
Alright.
You will find Mori Nomro at the store she owns. It is what you would call a music store where instruments can be sold. You have under no time limits to take her out. The only failure condition is if, of course, you are killed by her.
Okay.
Do you have any further questions?
No, I think I'm good for now.
Alright. I will send you back to the realm of the living. And with that, you sort of just like immediately, just like as you were jolted conscious into this void, you're jolted conscious back into the realm of the living. But before we go back to the other channel, I will want to say a few extra things out of character.
Okay.
If when you look upon your shoulder, you'll see a sort of pseudo-dragon of sorts. They're looking rather spectral, similar to that of the Timekeeper herself, with a skeletal head and very narrow body. You don't know it now, but the others will not be able to see it. And for the time being, because we've not hit a level up, you do not have the ability to command it. You do not gain any benefits from it yet. You will be given the ability to control it, and you'll gain your benefits from it once we level up and you gain your level in Warlock.
Alright.
But yeah, let me just change the music and let's head back to the other channel.
Okay.
There we go. Let me just pause this. Link the great. Link to the side tube, and I will be adding some songs in. Just the usual songs, and then I will pick up from where we left off.
Down.
Okay.
Alright.
Dialing the clock a bit backwards. Yeah, Orpheus is just lying on the floor right now.
Orpheus?
Wait, who's this? He's not responding. Just he seems to be alive. You can make I guess a medicine check or perception check to just get a general feel for him if you want, for what's going on.
I heard something fall. What happened?
Orpheus fell.
Don't know why. He didn't really get hit in the fight, did he?
You okay, buddy?
It doesn't really seem to be any sort of like violence inflicted unconsciousness. You don't really know Orpheus that much, so it could be some sort of like stress. It's hard to tell either way. But after just trying to get a general glance at him, trying to see what's going on, he sort of just jolts back into consciousness.
Oh Lord.
Before, like...
You often hear ringing noises that cause you to just pass out.
No, this was new, and, you know, I believe I met a timekeeper when I was unconscious.
I'm sorry, a what?
You can roll history on
Timekeeper.
that if you want.
You found a clock?
No. She was like a spectral lady, and she told me that I needed to murder the Dragonborn that got away.
Timekeepers are historically this world's equivalent of Grim Reapers. You've heard some legends of them to some sort. You don't really know much about them. Generally, you would probably guess from what you've heard that these kinds of creatures try to take out people who are trying to extend their life past their regular limits.
Orpheus, my friend, are you trying to achieve immortality?
No. No,
How
she
would
was
you-
the one who told me that I needed to go after the Dragonborn, the Nomno lady. She said that she works at the music shop, and that's where we'll find her.
Decker
I'll
comes
do an
in.
insight check just to see if Orpheus is delusional.
You think he's a crazy person?
He's what you say.
Decker speaks up. I heard someone fall. What's going on?
I fell on my
Orpheus needs
face,
some
and then I
rest.
met a timekeeper, you know.
The timekeeper. I
Orpheus fell down, and then Death told him to kill somebody who works at a record shop.
Well, it's the
Records.
Nomro lady that tried to murder him earlier.
Huh. Interesting.
Sounds like you bumped your head to me.
Well, it can be beneficial to us. I don't think we should be killing her, but that was coincidentally what I was thinking of having you guys do. Go.
I mean, she did try to murder you. I think it's
Yeah,
at this
well-
point, it's kind of a blood for blood situation.
Oh,
It's
she is filth.
Yeah, no, Rose, but they had no intent of killing me. They were just probably gonna try and
They
take me
shot
captive.
at you with a gun
Yes, yes.
and threw
They're-
a knife in your back.
You have to realize that they're not very smart creatures. They're trying to take me unconscious, take me prisoner. They know I'm very strong and are just trying their best to take me out. They're not exactly that smart. If you want to try and take him out, then sure, it's probably gonna be risky given the whole situation of angering an entire mafia, but you know,
Let's
it's
go murder a
what we're
lady.
doing anyway. Let's not do that today. It would be rather
yeah,
stupid to immediately go after them after they tried attacking us. You know, they would know it's us. I was actually thinking we could try and do some recon of sorts. They in the record store. Well, it's more of a guitar store, but record store as well. They should have some computers. I'm having a friend come over to make something for us. If you can try and sneak into the back and, you know, put the floppy disk I'm going to be having prepared into the computer, then we can try and damage their systems, and also see if there's anything on there. I don't really know if she has a computer of sorts where she lives, but she probably is the kind of type to have important business stuff on business computers. And
I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I am not exactly the kind of person who averts the gaze of others.
Yeah, well, there's the others for that. You could probably run distraction or something. I just want to see if there's anything of interest on the computers. I've been looking into them, trying to see some stuff. That's probably why they've been going after me as of late. Yeah, we'll just rest up for the night. And once my friend comes, we'll get the thing ready for you all if you're all willing to do this. It should be easy. It's just something you can do in an afternoon. I was going to be doing it myself, but with all of you, it's a good way to see what you're all capable of.
It will be much easier to do with more than one person,
Mm-hmm.
especially with a group as varied as ours.
Indeed. I can give you my number if you need my assistance. I'll be working on some other stuff in the meantime, but reaches into his pocket and takes out a business card. Yeah, hands it to Orpheus. Here. I don't know if you have any phones, but if you need me, then just give me a call and I'll try and get there as soon as
Orpheus.
possible.
Orpheus pockets the card.
Let me see. After a little bit, let's just pretend Bill doesn't exist. He probably just had to leave for work, just for the sake of convenience. Poof. Sorry.
Oh God,
Can you
just
change my
snap
default
to that
to-
Whoops, all
existence.
spellcasters.
Yeah, I changed the default token. I just forgot to replace it on this map.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Here.
Let me.
Yeah,
Oh no!
it's
They're all
spellcasters.
becoming warlocks
Here.
now.
There you go. There is it.
They're all becoming warlocks. Yeah, okay. After some time passes, you know, after this conversation goes on, you sort of hear footsteps coming from the front door and what sounds like a cane, like a blind stick, prodding about. And coming from the front door is a female boobun of sorts, wearing sunglasses to cover her eyes. Her head's sort of bowed down lower a bit, almost as if she's not really trying to look forwards. She's wearing very casual clothes, like a jacket, a t-shirt that depicts an album cover, and like pajama shorts. Slowly she walks in, and Decker takes notice. Hey, Lucky! You're here. Just come in the back with me. I'll run you over what I want you to do for me. She nods, and the two go to the manager's room. As they do so, Decker waves into you guys and goes, just do whatever you want to do for the time being. This shouldn't take too long. Don't get yourself killed. Don't destroy any property. See you in a few hours. And the two of them
See you then.
head out to the manager's room. And what are you?
Yes, an servant.
Okay.
A servant's gonna follow them invisibly and listen to the conversation.
Alright, I'm pretty sure.
It's so unbelievably creepy.
God.
Okay. Yeah, okay, let me just go over here. Alright, so what I want you to do is just make a program that scans, you know, we're trying to deal with the Namros, trying to deal with Mori at the Guitar Center. Just make a program, if you could, that scans the files, sees if there's anything that sticks out, like, you know, like a sore thumb, and makes a copy of that for us to examine. And, you know, they've tried to attack me. She speaks up. You right? Yeah, I'm fine. Those guys out there helped me out. That's good. But yeah, I don't want to just immediately like retaliate with any sort of violence of this sort. It feels a bit extreme. So just, if you could also just, I guess, damage the records of the store, maybe cause some damage that way, that'd be good. And she speaks up. Yeah, it won't take too long. And then after that, the conversation ends, and you just hear your servant just hears computer keyboard clicking.
Okay.
I mean, he can move. Like, this is like they closed the door,
I
so
assumed he moved closer, but I was
yeah.
just going off the wording of the spell.
Yeah.
I assume we're gonna take a rest before we continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, because I was gonna cure wounds on myself, but if we're gonna rest, I won't.
But yeah, if you if you're not really doing much else, then after a few hours, the two of them come back out, and let's see. Yeah, the two of them just sort of walk. Decker is helping the Boobun through walking through all this. Yep, got it right here. Who wants to take it? Who of you is the stealthiest? He's holding a floppy disk in his hands.
Who here is the stealthiest? I get +4.
I have a 1 in stealth.
GG, perhaps?
I prefer all-out approach myself.
Hmm.
To install.
Ooh, Morpheus does get +9 to acrobatics, so he could probably like crawling through a window or something.
Yeah. He just goes over to Orpheus. Yeah, I think you'd be the best one for that. Here you go. Just stick it in the computer when you get in, and just let it work its magic. Just try not to get caught. If you can manage it.
I'll try.
Alright. Yeah, so it's just rest up for today. It's been a busy day, and I'd rather have us wait a little bit before we go and do anything so they don't just immediately expect us.
Yes, I prefer to make some preparation myself.
Alright.
I need to. Okay, what would be like the in-universe term for spell slots?
Does D&D even have an in-universe term for spell slots?
I don't
No, I think they're
there's...
too abstract.
Okay, yeah.
You're just tired.
He has cast a lot of healing spells in the day, so...
Yeah. You just used up all your magic, I guess. Would
Yeah.
be the colloquial term for it.
Yeah.
He just
but-
pulls a floppy disk out of his pocket and sticks it in the computer.
Okay.
Is he gonna play Doom?
No.
Is he gonna play Lara Croft?
What do you stick in?
Several magical sigils appear on the monitor,
Oh no.
and it opens up to his digital spellbook.
Oh my god, I love it!
That's amazing.
I've been thinking about this for a little while.
Oh my god, that's
It's
beautiful.
amazing.
Oh god.
I like
Maybe
how
Jack's just making waffles.
I'm keeping a tab of notes for things, and I'm so far all of it has just been Giz.
Morpheus goes and gets a Pepsi from the soda machine.
Okay.
What's the time?
Late afternoon, early evening.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, Jack you're just making waffles. You do notice Decker come out holding 2 plates of what is probably dinner for him and someone else. And he's just walking past, not really paying much mind to you.
Jack is just he's taking the waffle out, and now he's just putting syrup on it, and now he's having a nice snack.
Morpheus is just eating the Doritos he picked up. What was probably hours ago.
I imagine the tentacles don't have a whole lot of grip, so Jack's just like wrapped around the bottle.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
It's amazing.
And we're long resting.
Yeah, long resting.
That's good.
If you don't have any
Alright.
other plans for the rest of the night, then the night will just go on without any issue.
I don't have any.
Okay,
God, I gotta fix my hit dice real quick.
go for it.
Well, no, like it says D4 on it.
If you click on D4, it'll do a drop down. It's a recent change.
No, I know. I'm fixing it from the. I was checking to see what sorcerers actually have.
Oh, D8.
Yeah, D6.
D6? I thought it was
They
D8.
have, yeah, sorcerers have D6s.
Huh. I know Wizards did, but I didn't know Sorcerers did. But, yeah, anyone else have any plans, or is that it for the night?
That's basically it.
Basically just gonna be like kind of setting up a room.
Okay.
Jack's gonna just sit in the. He's gonna
Sorry!
in the.
I saw you inching them down, and it looked like they went down into the second floor as if it was in, like, side by side. Just defies space and time.
Maybe you should put the second floor up above, so we stop thinking that.
This building is a geometric nightmare.
God.
I'm not good at this, okay?
God. Jack's just looking at the fish because I don't know.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Morpheus is just sitting on his bed.
That's a gigantic bed now that I realize it. Like, it's
15 feet.
it's a 15 by 10.
I mean, okay, like it's recognizable as a bed, so
Yeah.
that's fine. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, the night passes without issue, and the morning beckons. It's an overcast day today, not too hot, but this would probably be around a time of, like, as the transitionary period between the world's equivalent of spring and summer, so days are getting hotter, but today it's an alright day today. Average temperature, not too hot, not too humid.
There's a fish, Jacoby.
I know. I just like watching him.
Jacoby.
Jacoby. God.
The fish sparkle.
Oh my god.
So did Jack's eyes. Just like,
GG sleep scene.
Morpheus comes downstairs, you know, he's just kind of sleepy.
Decker is just sitting on one of the I'm blanking out. Sorry, sitting at one of the tables, trying to open a bag, like one of those, like a bag of chips. But like, yeah, just a small, like, single serve bag of chips. He's having a bit of a hard time trying to open it. Good morning.
Morning.
You'd think with having 3 pairs of hands, this sort of thing would be easy, but it finds a way.
Just use
Life
some
bomb.
scissors.
Finds
Oh.
a way.
Huh, I didn't think of that. I'll be right back. And he just excuses himself to get the scissors.
This map is kind of a nightmare.
It really is.
Look, I tried.
I think it's fine.
It's serviceable. He just comes back and just sits back at the chair eating his chips. Just regular Frito-Lays.
Orpheus like gets like a bagel and just starts eating it.
Raw?
Yes.
You're not the kind of person to eat with any toppings, huh?
You know, I don't really feel like grabbing any toppings today.
That's fair. I always had a hard time opening those little packets as well. Do you know that the others are awake?
No. I'd imagine they probably are.
Well, I guess you all can head out in the afternoon then. Make sure everyone's awake. Or you can all go at night, it's really your call. Just, like I said, I know you might be hearing weird things about trying to kill, but don't do it unless you have to. Like, I prefer not making a big stink over it to Numrose, if we can manage it.
Giz and Jack have been standing here for hours.
Yeah. God, like this is.
Giz
like
just
a
finds
thing that
Jack
we did-
very amusing. And Jack finds everything easily amusing.
God.
Yeah, check this out. Giz takes a match and lights it, and then look into the flame. All of a sudden, like, animals start hopping around in the flame.
Let's see.
It's adorable.
Oh wow, I can do that too.
Oh,
And with that, all the animals just start sparkling as well. Just like one of the lions starts breathing out smoke. Just
Incredible.
Let's see. Orpheus says you two are just sitting in a comfortable silence, eating breakfast. You do hear the familiar cane sounds of the new person as she slowly walks in, and she turns her head to you in acknowledgement, which is a bit weird given she appears to be blind, but afterwards she doesn't really say anything and just goes to get some cereal. And
morning.
Oh, hey, Gigi.
Morning, Decker says. The woman goes and sits down with Decker. You sleep well?
Grab some cereal.
The Decker is just generally asking to the two of you.
Well, didn't get any more visions, so that's good.
That's
I
good.
imagine that they wouldn't continue until they'd already killed the lady.
Yeah, that's a pretty good here.
It's not really much of my business, but like I said, you're just maybe take that with a grain of salt, given you're just hearing voices. I just,
Jack
Less
walks-
hearing voices and more, I literally woke up in a black void and a woman talked to me and told me that her and her mother wanted to grant me power if I killed the woman, so...
huh? That's interesting.
Visions. Maybe the Elmer's got you or something.
as Jack walks past, he gives a wave. He grabs a bowl and a handful of cereal technically with mage hand, but he just uses his tentacles to grab both and just pour it in. And just starts having a bowl of Apple Jacks.
Just be careful, Orpheus.
Yeah, try.
Giz starts cooking some eggs.
I kind of want to make you roll survival, but it's just eggs. I really don't think you're gonna screw it up. Roll a d20 just to check to see if you get a nat 1 or not. The DC is 2, so... Okay, yeah, it goes without events. It's, you know how to make eggs. You've made them countless times before in your life. It's eggs. It's
I'm
eggs.
no stranger to killing, although I wouldn't say it's something I want to do.
A stranger to killing? I thought you were just a traveling minstrel.
Well, usually I play songs. Sometimes I do a little work on the side. Mostly it has just been making people go away by beating the shit out of them. But there have been people who have been so stubborn that I have had to strike them down.
You a lone wolf, or are you with any family?
No, my family all lives underwater.
That's not what I meant, but just wondering if you do it for contract work or if it's just your own.
It's whatever I want to do.
That's fair.
Free spirits.
Oh, it pays well. I usually get lodging. Sometimes I found it's more appreciated than playing a pretty song.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But you get all the ladies, too.
It's just
Sorry. Expect your honesty if you can be a bit less blunt about it.
Well, do you get any guys at least?
no.
Oh,
Mm.
sorry.
We'll work on that. So he steps up, puts the chair back in. Do you guys plan on heading out soon, or are you gonna try and wait until nighttime?
It is a record store. We could just go in as customers.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. It's ultimately up to you, though. Do you know where it is, or do you want me to point it out to you?
Could appreciate some directions.
Alright. I'll be right back. He steps out to the manager's office, and after a minute or two, he comes back in with a map of Tattertail Capital. Ignore the red space. That's where the hotel was originally going to be before I changed it.
Yeah.
You are where the "You Are Here" marker is. Let's see. It should be right around here. It's not too long of a walk, just a few hours. It would be quicker if you had transportation, but you know, if you want to keep a low profile, it'd be a good idea to walk.
2 hours?
I mean, it's a big city. You might want to try and get a taxi or something.
Fantasy Uber.
Yeah,
These
fancy.
buildings are not the scale, are they?
No, I'm not good at city building, okay?
No, Walmart is actually
Like,
that huge.
if
Don't
this is
worry
a
about
few
it.
hours, is Walmart... is that a few days?
That is Walmart though. Like, deal here.
I told you.
The Walmart is accurate. It's like an IKEA. You go in, but you don't go out.
This
This
is
was
just the
about
final
the time
dungeon of the
that-
campaign. It's just the Walmart.
It's
There's just a residential area in the Walmart for people who get stuck.
it's that one SCP that's the infinite IKEA, but no, it's Walmart.
Yeah,
It'll just
it's...
take us a couple hours to get across the gate.
Shut up, Abo! I'm trying here. I don't have.
I know,
don't.
and I appreciate it.
I don't sub to people on Patreon to make maps for me. Okay. But yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get there. Just try and be careful, okay? I would rather not have my newest customers get killed off just because I tried to have them help me with something. But I believe in all of you. You all seem reasonably powerful enough, otherwise I wouldn't be asking you to do this, so I think you'll all be fine.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll manage it.
I mean, I'm gonna have fun anyway, but if there's risk of death, I feel like you should tell us a bit more about what's going on.
How so?
Why are they after you?
They're just unhappy with how I've been looking into them. You know the serial killings that have been going on lately?
Yep.
Yes.
It's a hunch, but just part of me thinks that I think they might have some involvement with that. Perhaps you trying to take out people who are obstacles to them.
Didn't they
And-
say they wanted money when they broke in?
No, they wanted
Out of character?
Decker. Is
Oh,
what
okay.
they came in trying to take him. Hence why he was saying earlier that they don't have an interest in killing him. They'd rather just take him prisoner, but they're stupid and are overcompensating for his power. And just the fact alone that they're after me for this, I feel would be evidence enough that maybe I'm onto something, so that's why I'm trying to send you guys out on this. I do it myself, but I feel it's an easy enough task that I might as well have you guys do it, and just as a test of your abilities before I even think of trying to send you off on anything grander, if anything grander needs to happen.
Very well then.
I can, if it gets dangerous, I can provide compensation of sorts if I need be, more so than just letting you all live here for free. I can pay you if you would all like that.
The Nombros have been destroying this town for years.
Yeah. Power-hungry fools they are.
They have nice hair, but that's just about the only
I
compliment
hear
I'll give them.
I hear their wigs.
Season's falling down.
He
Last
says
thing.
teasingly. I hear their wigs. I don't think it's their actual hair.
Oh. Well, shit, guess I have no compliments for them. They probably stole those wigs.
I don't know. I never really looked into it. Maybe they're just dumb brutes who also have a very good tailor on hand, or whoever you get to make wigs. I don't really know. I don't really have any need for wigs myself. Anyway, is there any other questions for me? Because I've got some calls I need to make. Just other unrelated stuff.
I don't
Hey,
have
Rick.
anything.
Alright. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. Don't get yourself killed. I'll see you all later. And he slinks
Make an
over
attempt.
back to the manager's room. No, wait, actually. Yeah.
Well, are we ready to head out?
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh, the music ended right there. That's funny.
This is good. Also, Crumb's dying, so I don't know if I can take any actions yet.
Oh.
So we'll just keep going.
Can you take any bonus actions?
Shut up, Laura.
Maybe. We'll see. Oh, it's back.
1
He
second.
should take the lead because he's basically the leader here.
Where is it? Oh, there we go. Is it? Oh,
Where did I post these? Oh, I gotta scroll down. That's why I don't sing it.
I gotta refresh the page real quick.
But yeah, you all head out to the slummy streets of Tattertail capital, of which you're all so familiar with, aside from perhaps Orpheus. Yeah.
Is it snapping along to this?
It's amazing.
Orpheus is kind of strumming his lyre.
And
They're all exuding a threatening aura.
Dodo, 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 dodo. It's one of the best performances of your life, Orpheus.
We're just walking down the street like West Side Story.
You know, you're reasonably following along with the tempo that Orpheus is keeping. You could probably make a career out of being a professional snapper if this doesn't work out. I don't know. Maybe you could make a duo of sorts. We'll wait for Blue, because Blue said they'd be a second.
Orpheus just sings Gizzard's theme songs.
He has theme songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he
course he
becomes
does.
King Giz, the lizard wizard, he's gonna need someone to play intimidating music as he comes out of his castle. It's like the Imperial March, only if there's actually like a band following Darth Vader.
It's Giz with Orpheus a couple feet behind him, and between them two backup snappers.
So just like Bill and Jack. Wait, how's Jack do it? Hold on. Wait. No, that's not how it works. Shut up.
Gigi
Anyway.
and Bill are snapping while Jack is just prestidigitating.
He's just...
Prestidigitating.
Yes.
But yeah, you all make your way to the record store. It's a fairly decently sized store with a good amount of customers in there, you know, looking at the records, trying out the headphones, trying out the instruments. There's a scrap tile in a corner trying their best to play Freebird, but they're doing a very horrible job at it. It's rather embarrassing.
No Freebird!
You do see, it doesn't take much to see, but you do see Mori herself is there, but currently she's talking to a customer. She doesn't really seem to notice any of you. It seems like she does either own this place or work here.
Well, there's the lady. But we're supposed to get him back, aren't we?
Scope out the inside.
Alright.
You know, it's just like a guitar center. There's a... what's the name? There's a counter for, like, near the center, slightly to the side for people to check in and purchase things. There's guitars and various other instruments strewn about the walls and the shelves, and various records, of course. There is a hallway in the back which leads to the bathrooms and what you would imagine is where the manager's stuff is. You know, the employee lounge and manager's office. That is probably where you would want to go.
He said there's somebody at the counter.
There's, you know, it's just a cashier at the counter. The employee section, it's at the back, whereas the counter is more at the center, offset to the side a bit. They're currently ringing up someone.
Is the door to the employees area within view of anyone?
If you didn't make a scene, you could probably reasonably try and make your way in there might be a chance of cameras, but given you've heard from your you've heard from your servant that the disc that Orpheus has will also like damage like the stuff on the computer relating to the actual business, so you can probably reason it might actually end up like getting rid of your trace, like getting rid of the cameras.
Alright, be cool. We're just gonna be casual.
As casual as Giz can try to be.
What bands exist at this time?
Just 80s bands like like rock bands of sorts. Just
Such as?
I'm just looking at 80s music right now. Like, does Michael Jackson exist in Monster Realm?
Probably a equivalent, yes. If you can probably just say something and we'll just assume out of character that it's the original equivalent, just so we don't have to just keep making stuff up and confusing ourselves. Just for convenience sake, because I'm still writing this world as we speak. The current newest person is Solamamosum. Her debut album is just busting through the charts. The person you had seen, the Boobun lady at the hotel, was wearing a shirt of that album cover. So, like, people are kind of going crazy for her right now.
Alright, I go and stand in line and motion the rest of the party to move on.
Orpheus goes to try and get into the back room. The office.
Jack is still just trying to act casual, just like looking at various cassette tapes and stuff.
Okay, Jack's acting casual.
It can just be Orpheus.
It can just be Orpheus.
That's a better
Yeah,
idea.
it could be.
Let me see. Yeah, after you got when you went to the counter, Giz.
Mm-hmm.
Around the time you do that, the person who was purchasing something, they finish like, thank you for have a nice day, and they walk away, and the person at the counter, a bird person male, goes, yes, you need something, sir?
I heard about this new band. I think her name was Cindy Mimosas, something like that.
Cindy Mimosas, do you mean Sola Mimosum? Mami Sola?
Yes!
Right,
Yes, I'm
right.
sorry.
Yeah, she's new. People are going crazy for her. I mean, she's like the freshest thing off the block, man.
What kind of music is that?
It's just like poppy radio stuff. It's not something I would listen to personally, but a lot of people like it.
I'm curious now, what are you into?
Since I personally prefer metal stuff, stuff you could just really shred out on your guitar.
What kind of bands? I'd like to try out some of that metal music.
Oh, okay, we can go over to where the records are over there. He motions towards near the front of the store. In one of the corners, there's like a place where you can listen to CDs. Not CDs, records. We can try some stuff over there if you would like, sir.
Yeah, excellent. Please show me.
Okay. And he heads over to there to listen to some music with you, I guess, to listen to Monster Metallica and Monster Black Sabbath. Orpheus, are you trying to be inconspicuous, or are you just trying to be more casual? Like, sorry, are you trying to be stealthy or more casual, rather?
Okay, I feel like if he was trying to sneak around, that would be really fucking suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just acting like he's gonna go to the bathroom,
Okay.
and then he just goes further down.
Okay. Let me just double check some things. I forgot to pull something up. GG Jack, you're just trying to blend in at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. Let me just pull this up. Right. Okay. Yeah, it's not locked. You'd see an employee's room. Do you just open it entirely, or just try and peer?
I open it a crack to see if there's anyone in there.
Perception?
Oh boy.
Yeah, you don't really see anyone. And you can probably reason that, given it's decently into the afternoon at this point, that lunch break would probably have passed by now, and
Alright.
people would be busy on the floor showing things off for customers, or trying to sell things to customers.
He's gonna go in and see if he can put the disc into the computer.
Yeah, okay, so you're at the employees lounge right now. You look around with that reasonable perception roll. You don't see any computers in this lounge area, but you see another room that it's got, like, you know how Hollywood actors have, like, a star on their RVs and has their name on it?
Yeah.
It's sort of like that, but it does say Mori on it. You can reason that it's probably the manager's room.
Oh, nice. And he just starts he tries to open it.
Dex. I'll do roll first, actually.
Oh, I'm good. Just like flat decks.
Flat, yeah. Yeah, the doors seem to be a bit jammed at first, but after a little bit of jimmying, it does open normally. And you go in, there's no one in there. There is a computer on the desk, similar to how it was in the manager's room for Decker at the hotel. And it's currently turned on. You hear the whirring of the fan as lightly giving you ambience as you approach.
Orpheus puts the disc in.
Okay. You see the screen cuts to black for a second before going into a plain text thing. Just going through how experienced with computers are you?
Like, me or Orpheus?
Orpheus.
He's reasonably so.
Okay, yeah, you don't really need to roll for this, but you get the idea that it's just going through, like, starting up the program, scanning the computer itself. Let's see, after a brief scanning process, you see a list of files on there and the text saying something to the effect of suspicious files detected. Would you like to examine them?
I'm going to send an unseen servant to follow Orpheus and make sure no one's approaching.
Okay.
Is the program saying?
Yes, the program is
suspicious
saying
files? Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
It's
Orpheus clicks yes.
okay.
Or takes yes.
Yeah, okay, you type yes, you hit enter, and the first few ones just say, like, file is encrypted, copying. Like, the program is able to detect that the fact that the files themselves are encrypted. It feels strange. It seems strange for a record store to have encrypted files, as if it's out of place. You do notice as it's going through, the file names are the names of the files are rather strange. It says kill 01 and then a file extension indicating it's a video file, kill 02, kill 03, so on and so forth. Once you get through a sorry, I'm trying to pull the song up. I want right here, and I want to make sure I didn't get the wrong one because I put a few of them. Once you get through a few of them, it sort of goes through a loop of encrypted, encrypted, encrypted. But then afterwards, one of them actually starts up. It's a video of sorts, and you see what appears to be a female arachnid. They're not looking at the camera. This is surveillance footage of sorts. This is, trying to remember what. It's one of the hallways of the inn you're familiar with at this point, and she appears to be backed into a corner. You hear her. She looks familiar, but you can't really place a finger why. You can roll intelligence if you want to try and figure that out. You easily figure out that the reason it's familiar is that this woman looks awfully similar to Decker, almost as if, like, genetically so. They appear to be back into a corner, looking very scared, crying out for help. And you see another figure. You think it's a person, but upon, like, looking at it further, you can't really make out what their features are. It just, your eyes adjust and it appears to be more of like a shadowy blur. You hear them speak, but you can't process what they're saying, as like your ears try to adjust, and it sounds more just like a low, like a hum, almost as if something is affecting your cognition and preventing you from processing who this figure is. And before you know it, you witness the arachnid getting brutally stabbed several times to death.
Yeah, did I just watch a fucking snuff film?
Roll history. You seems like something you've seen on the news, on like newspapers and news reports, but you're not too sure. You think, given the context, this Decker might actually be correct, and they might actually have some knowledge of these killers one way or another. Afterwards, after the figure is done dealing with this person, this woman, they walk off and the video ends. And then the rest of the files are just repeating the same lines of being encrypted and copying them one after the other. After a few minutes, the copying ends and the command prompt asks you if you want to begin destruction of the employee records, just everything that did not seem out of the ordinary.
I type yes.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, and you just see it going one by one through all of the files, and after a while, the let me see. The power goes off. Everything. You're all drenched in black darkness as the power goes out. You hear murmuring, and everyone of you who is back on the main floor, you're murmuring, and people going, "Oh, what's going on? What's happening?" Those on the floor are illuminated vaguely by the lights of the windows because it's still overcast afternoon. When suddenly, Jack produces dancing lights within the room.
In the darkness, I'm going to point my finger towards the employee area. Orpheus? What's happening?
Can I? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can respond.
I used the disc thingy and it killed the power. Also, I would appreciate if you kind of came back here just to back me up, just in case the lady goes to investigate this.
I have a servant watching. I'm not worried about it. We're keeping her out here, though.
If you see her go towards the back, grab the others.
Yes, of course. She's still with me, listening to music. Well,
oh yeah. The bird guy's like, hold on, I'll go and check out what's going on. Sorry, sir.
let me go with you. It's dark.
Are you sure? I'm an employee here. I would not want to bother you with sort of thing.
I would be glad to help.
Okay.
I'm used to faulty electricity.
Oh, okay.
Just to be clear, this is like a random employee and not the lady
Yes.
we're here to kill,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Despite the power going out, Orpheus, you do notice that the computer is still faintly glowing as if it's running low on power, probably in response to your own magical energy tapping into it. And you do see the text process is complete, return to Decker with this drive.
Alright. Orpheus,
I point
takes-
behind the employee's back so she doesn't see. I say, the employee, we're coming right now, but the employee's with us. Please hide.
Okay. Do I just roll stealth with advantage because it's dark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you're more than fine. Let's see. As you take the drive and the floppy disk and hide, the computer slowly fades out as the power leaves it. Let me see. Giz and Orpheus roll perception as Orpheus as you're hiding, Giz as you're approaching the employee section.
Ooh.
Orpheus, you don't really see much. It's dark. Do you even have dark vision?
Yes.
You do have dark vision, but it's still dark. You're not. You've been with the hustle and bustle of Tattertail. You've not really noticed. Sorry, your eyes have been trying to adjust, and as a result, you're not really having a good time trying to see in the darkness, despite your.
But
I-
there's blue light coming from the
Um,
monitor.
I light a match and then use control flame to make it burn brighter.
Before you do that, Giz, as you're approaching, you do notice a faint twinkling at the door to the manager's room. You're not really sure what that could be, though.
I do it anyway.
Okay. The employee six. Oh, thanks. That's actually really helpful. I'll go check on the manager's office. Just wait here, if that's okay with you.
Very well.
Yeah, okay, so he goes to examine the door, well, not examine the door, examine the man's room by opening the door, rather. Orpheus, where are you positioned in the room right now? In the man's
Can he
room?
be like hiding under?
How many hit points does the employee have?
Way less than that.
Well, they're asleep now.
They're asleep. They fell asleep before they can even try and open the door. Falling unceremoniously with a...
I
To the
go
floor.
to catch them.
No, okay, you catch them before you do that, then? Before they hit the floor, rather.
Orpheus kind of like hears the commotion from outside the room and goes, "Is was that you?"
Yes, the employee is sleeping.
Alright. I got the disc. I watched
See.
someone get murdered. It was not pleasant.
Murder.
Yeah, there was
Describe this
footage
person.
of someone getting
Uh,
stabbed. And
Are you people are you doing this like while one of you is in one room, one of you in the other, or are you
like,
trying
you know,
to?
like Orpheus like gets out of the manager's office and
As you try and do that, roll a dex save.
oh no.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah, the twinkling gets brighter and brighter. What was once white becomes a bigger and bigger ball of red, orange, and yellow as it manifests as a fireball.
Orpheus, what? Are you
Exploding.
wearing armor?
Yes.
Okay, never
Making very loud noises as the entire building shakes. Where are you positioned, Giz?
I'm outside the door, cradling the employee. I
Okay.
do cast. It wouldn't really matter.
I feel like with the range I had in mind, I would... If you're in the employee's room right now, I would want you to also roll a dex save.
I'm
If you're...
I'm in the employee's room, but not in the manager's.
Yes, but the door itself is what is currently exploding in a big fiery ball.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get the employee out of there, out of the blast too.
Okay. Let me see. I will not make you roll extra for that. But let me roll this up. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus...
God, I hope we don't have to fight with only 2 people.
God.
I'm sure they're running now that they've heard an explosion.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
big explosion catching the... You know, everyone can hear it. People are screaming in terror. Let's see. Let me resolve this damage roll actually before I forget.
Jack just leaves the dancing lights hanging
You
there. in
both
the
take
area.
11 damage
Oof.
as the flames get you. The bird person once asleep, now unconscious. They don't seem to be dead just yet, but they don't seem to be in a good state. Jack and Gigi, you do hear in the panic Mori going, "Everyone get out!" And everyone is rushing outwards, except for Mori herself. The other employees and the customers are all rushing out as the building slowly starts to catch on fire.
There is fire. Okay, I'm gonna
Jack
try and
leaves the
extinguish control flame.
Jack leaves the dancing lights hanging in the air while, because he doesn't want to leave anyone in the dark while he runs back into the back.
Okay.
GG runs into that.
Okay, so what do you do, guys?
I'm gonna try and use control flame too. Control flames to extinguish it.
Yeah, given the flames had just begun starting, you're able to reasonably take them out. Take out the flames,
Oh,
rather.
that could have been bad.
Maybe we need to get her out of here.
Let's see.
I believe an explosion like that would probably cause evacuation and maybe bring the target to us.
Can you heal her?
Yes.
Please do.
The employee that got hurt is male bird person.
Oh, okay.
Let me change the song again. 8 points of damage. They're brought back to consciousness. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, there was a nasty explosion.
Oh, what? There's an explosion?
Yeah, it's possibly a gas leak. We need to get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, you should run.
The person gets to his feet and just starts rushing out. Jack and Gigi, are you also heading into the employees' room?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn this down a bit. Volume mixing is not my passion.
What about graphic design?
That is my passion. Yeah. Okay, so all of you convene at the employees' room.
What's up, guys?
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, you know, I put the disc in the computer. I watched someone get murdered.
You want
to
someone getting murdered?
Yes, there's a file on the computer of someone getting stabbed.
Yes, describe the person, please.
She looked like Decker's sister. Like if Decker had a sister, that is what she would look like.
Can I roll history on that?
I don't think you would know Decker, so I don't really think you would be able
but
to
I
roll
might
for that.
know perhaps victims of the serial killer.
Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, roll for that. Yeah, it seems about right. You've heard one of the victims was an Arachnet lady. They didn't really publicize names that much, but yeah,
Right.
it would make sense for like you could connect the two together and reasonably say that that's probably what Orpheus saw.
They are the serial killers then. I wonder if it's Decker's sister.
Well, either way, this lady had a fucking video of someone getting murdered on a computer, so this just confirms Decker's theory.
As you all converse, you hear what sounds to be like, and before any of you can react, you hear what sounds to be like a shotgun go off, and it doesn't hit any of you. It seems to be more going towards the wall, almost as if a warning shot. You see the muzzle of the blast of the shotgun coming from the door back into the main rooms, the main floor.
Oh, back from war, are you?
We'd appreciate if you don't meddle with my business.
Need we remind you what happened the last time you tried to fight us? You ran away like a bitch.
I know when to retreat. But you've made this personal, so I can't let any of you live, especially given what you have in your possession, I assume.
Oh yeah, bitch, it's fucked up.
What could you do? Oh, you think I'm the one who screwed up?
Oh yes, you did have a video of someone getting murdered on your computer.
As she says that, roll a wisdom save, Orpheus.
Oh lord.
After she said what she said, she steps into the room and you see what you thought was a shotgun is actually her guitar. She was a guitar draped around and over her neck, like the strap over her neck. It seems that it also doubles as a firearm, and she begins playing a very beautiful melody on the guitar. And as you hear it, your mind begins to melt, and you feel as if you're losing your own control. It feels as if you're submitting to her control. No.
I want to try and cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Plays.
I'm gonna try and cast Shocking Grasp, honestly.
Be a good
she has to
person
make
and
a-
destroy that for me. Be a good servant. What do I need to save?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That's 4. The 9 for shocking grasp misses, but you do end up restraining her.
Alright, she's paralyzed. For a minute.
Okay. Yeah, let's try and do initiative, I guess. Let me try and set the map up. 1 second. I have 2 roll 20s up, it's a bit annoying. I'll check some. Wait, where's everything? Oh, I made this. Oh, I just used the default size. That's why it's so big.
Oh god, we're in a white void.
Oh no, it's a white void this time. Also, let me move you all to the side because it's just a bit distracted. Move you towards here, I guess. And just quickly draw something up. Oh. In the meantime... Oh, I never cleared initiative from last time.
Oh, whoopsie.
There you go.
Alright.
Orpheus. Okay. Holy crap!
Oh,
Yep,
no.
here it goes. Orpheus goes first.
That's a problem.
That really is a problem. Let me...
Even though the music stopped?
Yeah, that's true. Well, let me see. 15 turnover. Actually, yeah, music stopped. So you were about to try and break the drive in half, but you immediately sort of come to your senses. You realize, wait, no, we're here to bring this to Decker. We can't be destroying it. And you regain to your senses as she's unable to concentrate on the music that she's playing to take control over you. And top of the order with Orpheus.
Alright. Wait, what's the next range? No, I don't want to do that.
Giz
Orpheus.
and 1 second. Giz and Gigi, your Giz's health and Bellis' health do not seem to be filled up.
Okay.
Oh, I took 11 damage.
Right, I'm
from the
stupid.
explosion.
Well, Bellis did.
Whoopsie.
Okay, yeah, okay. Bellis did not heal
Okay,
up.
so-
But anyway, Orpheus' turn.
Orpheus is gonna cast.
When they're paralyzed, any
Dang.
attack rolls have advantage, and any attack hits is an automatic critical, and they automatically fail strength and dex saving.
Okay.
So,
Orpheus is gonna
take that
cast
into account.
Bane on her. She needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
And he throws charisma.
DC?
16.
20.
Ah, shit. Well, he's gonna bonus action healing word Giz.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, what save do I do? At the end of each of his turns, another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target. What is your DC again?
15.
15. Okay, she remains paralyzed.
Nice.
GG.
Alright, Gigi is gonna launch some sticky sap. Oh, only the first one.
Okay.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Well, you get advantage anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
22
means
absolutely
a crit.
hits. Which means it's a crit.
Does that work for ranged attack as well?
It's...
Yes, it just says attack roll.
Okay.
Wait, no. It's only a crit if it's within 5 feet.
So no, just regular damage then.
Yeah, it's just damage.
Yeah.
What? That's not.
You'll attack again.
I just...
7. Gotcha. Is that your turn? Or Bellis? Yeah, Bellis.
Uh, yeah, she just commands Bellis to go up and bite me.
Okay. Bite with advantage. Automatic crit if you hit. That hits.
That's gonna be... And another 1d6 for the
Yeah.
crit.
Yeah.
So 7.
Okay. She's already paralyzed. So that's Bellis' turn, right?
Yes.
Jack.
I'm gonna try another shocking grab again. No. Right.
You try out, but your arms, stretching as they may be, they are not able to really wrap around her.
Ah,
Your turn. Or do you have any other actions?
no, that was it.
Okay, Giz, it wraps back to you.
Uh,
No, wraps to you, rather.
I can see if I
At
have
the
any
top of
bonus
your-
actions, but
You are a sorcerer, so you do have meta magic. But, Giz, it's your turn.
Giz is gonna run up, firebolt her face.
Okay. Disadvantage and advantage because paralyzed, so it would just be a normal roll. 16 hits. Is it still an automatic crit? Okay. Holy crap balls.
okay. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
You just like swing at her with your staff and just shoot fire. Like you're just doing a heat move on her. Orpheus.
I
Top
don't
order.
appreciate you trying to control me. So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to kill you now.
Can you you can't speak while paralyzed, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Yeah. It's Jesus.
Well, holy shit.
Automatic
And then-
crit.
So roll
Yeah,
damage
roll
again.
all
I
the
guess.
dying.
Christ Almighty!
That,
All right.
No,
modifiers.
hang on. The slashing is only 6.
Okay.
But the lightning's still the same.
Jesus.
It's only 6 for. How do you mean?
Because it's
It's a
without
crit,
modifiers.
so you only re-roll the die.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then he's gonna use his rapier.
19 hits. 24 hits, rather. Jesus Christ.
Roll that die again.
Oh, right.
That's 13.
Okay.
You just did 50 damage.
Jeez.
Well, and you're a bard. What?
Is that
I'm the
your
only
turn?
melee character here.
Paralysis OP.
Yeah. I had
Lord.
stuff planned, but oops.
Well, good job.
Top the order with her, I guess. She can't do much, but you know, that's. Yeah, she can't do much. She's just restrained, unable to move, unable to act.
Yes!
GG.
Takes another 2d4 for this.
Oh my god.
Another 2d4 of damage
Yeah, from the sap.
from the sap. Hey, a moment.
You guys might want to get within 5 feet.
The thing is, you might. Okay.
just 1 second. I'm trying to think. I don't know how this works, but how do you want to do this?
Oh my
You kind of just
God.
nuked her.
Can I say?
Oh,
Can I offer something?
Fuck it, sure.
Okay.
We all attack at the same time, and she literally just fucking disintegrates.
God.
It's an all-out attack.
Acid and fire and stabbing and lightning.
Yeah, basically, after all your attacks, she reels backwards, slamming into the wall of where the hallway is. Falls back, slumped over, unconscious.
Well, Orpheus was told to kill her, so I guess.
And she stays that way. Her form, it's sort of, weirdly enough, it sort of melts into a black goop that
Oh, he was just gonna shoot her in the head.
eventually just disappears into nothingness. Roll in either intelligence or arcana. Any of you roll intelligence or arcana if you want to try and figure out what just happened to her.
Oh, whoops!
oops, that was also-
advantage on.
God damn it.
Jack and Giz, you can reasonably figure out that was probably something to do with her abilities, her own inherent magical abilities that she wasn't really able to use because she was like completely paralyzed by you and was thus unable to act. Yeah, it was just there's like not anything like mysterious going on with her with regards of her towards the group. It just seems to be an after effect of her own inherent magical abilities as a result of her being like completely beaten to crap.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Izzy.
Yeah.
This, I feel like this might have been more satisfying if she had like minions that came
Yeah.
out of the walls behind.
No, I figure the same as well, but I've got more planned for later, so it's
Okay.
fine. This is meant to be more of a smaller thing, so.
Well,
yeah,
guess
you should-
I'm getting
you should
power
figure
from
she's
the Grim
not-
Reaper now.
She's probably not coming back from that.
That was
Jesus
significant.
Christ, we fucking killed her!
That was way easier than I thought. Also, that just happened.
It's alright. She's
Deserve nothing else.
I don't approve of killing.
I'd rather not kill, but you know, sometimes the situation calls for it. This situation called for it. If we let her live, then she would have just came back and tried to kill us again.
Or killed another innocent person.
Or, yes, like you
Get
said, she
locked
would
up
have
or
tried and
something.
murdered another person.
Jack is squatting down next to the thing and just like poking at the goo.
It sort of just dissipates into nothingness. Her guitar is still there, though.
Can I steal the guitar?
You can. It is just
No
a
one's
regular
stopping.
guitar, but it also doubles as a shotgun.
Okay, I'm putting that in my inventory.
Okay, I'll go over with you what I had in mind for it later. Yeah, the building is currently abandoned, drenched in pitch blackness.
I suggest that we do not go out the front, we go out the back.
That's a good idea.
You all go out through the emergency exit and just make your way back to the inn. You hear what sounds to be, a royal guard and as you're leaving, you hear what sounds to be royal guards and emergency service people rushing towards where the record store is. And you all arrive back at the inn.
Orpheus is gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself.
Gigi is visibly like pale and stressed out.
There we go.
Sorry, Gigi.
I'm sorry it had to be this way.
Jack is sort
Really,
of
I am.
patting Gigi on the back. Just like has his tentacle draped over her shoulder, just like.
And I would just like to say it never gets easy. It's always awful.
They have ruined countless lives. Destroyed many. When you rid the sight of them, is to burn it clean. I'm sorry.
Decker comes out from the manager's room. What? Hey, you're back so soon.
Hey,
How'd it
Decker.
go?
Okay. First
Confirmed your
thing,
theory.
I have the disc. Second of all, do you have a sister?
I did? Why do you bring that up?
Oh. Well, I believe I saw her get murdered on that computer.
And after you say that, he just hops over the counter, runs over to you. Give me the drive now.
Orpheus hands him the thing.
Then Giz slaps Orpheus.
I'm sorry, that was...
He rushes back over the counter and into the room. He leaves the door open and puts the disc into the computer.
Literally the least sensitive way you could have expressed it.
Well, yes, I admit that was fucking stupid. I just murdered a woman and wants to turn into goo. Give me a break.
Gigi like walks off towards the hallway.
Jack's gonna follow her, just to make sure that she's all right.
Giz is gonna light the fireplace. Sit down in front of it. Watch.
It's just an awkward, tense silence as Decker is watching what he is able to see off the disc. After about an hour or so passes, he walks back into the main hall, looking way more somber than he ever has been.
Sorry about how I worded that, by the way.
It's trails off. Where are the others?
They walked
They
off.
are recovering.
Right.
Gigi was not prepared for what we had.
What had happened?
Okay,
The
so...
owner of the computer was there. We killed her.
Well, she attacked us, and so we struck back in self-defense. Giza used a spell to hold her there, and then we all just kind of beat her to death. It was rather unceremonious and kind of underwhelming,
Oh,
but
5 against
Yeah.
1.
we turned into goop when we killed her.
It doesn't surprise me.
And I can't tell if that was because of the acid or because of the magic that
It's
was keeping her
Air
alive.
magic, it's one of the ways she's able to evade people. She can
Make a
just
punch.
turn to goop and dodge out of attacks, but wait, she can turn. You sure she's dead?
No.
Well,
You did notice that the goop had basically just like I said, it sort of just evaporated after a little bit.
the goop did evaporate, and we did
Yeah,
deal
that's,
several, like,
that's not normal.
very rough blows. So I'd imagine if that didn't kill her,
Yeah,
the bleeding out would.
she probably is dead then. Well, it could
I
be helped.
disagree.
I've been dealing with her for a long time. If she evaporated, then that's a bit different, but I wasn't there myself, and I would rather not go if such an altercation took place.
That's a good idea.
This is one of those times where I really hate to be right. It was, in fact, my sister you saw.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It happened several months ago. I've had time to...
It would appear that your hunch was spot on. And since that's true, it is likely that what we did was comparable to cutting off only one head of a multi-headed beast.
Mori was just one of the captains. She's not the head of the...
Oh, so it was more like not even a limb, like a chunk of flesh.
On the bright side, there won't be as much of an uproar as if you took out the head, so let's just lay low for a few days. I have some ideas for what to do next, but given how I've heard the others are taking it, it'd probably be best for us to just lay low and calm down for now.
Yes.
I have some ideas for our next one. It requires study.
How so?
May be able to stop the magic in its tracks. Prevent them from escape.
Well, you're more than free to look into that. I'm just a bit out of it right now, sorry.
No, completely understandable.
You just, all three of you just sort of sit there in an awkward silence. Decker speaks up. I'll check on the others.
Very well.
He heads off and just goes up to where are the others right now? Gigi, where are you?
Over here, still on the first floor.
Still on the first floor? Oops.
Gigi went over to the garden.
Okay, sorry, I didn't see
Jackie's
that.
sort of standing in the doorway, just sort of looking at her. Just like...
Jack walks up to you. Decker walks up to you, Jack. Hey kid, how you doing?
Jack looks up and just sort of points to Gigi.
Right. He goes over and tries to sit next to Gigi. You alright?
No, we just killed. I killed someone.
If it makes you feel any better, she was a criminal. She's taken countless lives of her own. I don't know if
Just
she's...
don't feel right.
He rests. He tries to rest one of his hands on your back comfortingly. Sorry, I don't really know what to say.
God, what will my brother think when he hears that I just murdered someone right when we're trying to start a business here? What if the cops find out and he also fucking pays a price for it?
I don't think they'll be able to trace it to us. If Maury is in fact dead, then there's no body to be found. The surveillance footage should have been destroyed by the program. You don't have to worry about getting caught. It's like, really, we just have to figure out how to move past this guilt.
Yes, sir.
If you need anything, I'm here for you. I'm your landlord after all. I want to make sure all of you are doing fine and all.
Thank you.
I'll give you some time to yourself, and he heads back in.
Jack sort of watches Decker leave and looks back to Gigi and then just follows Decker out. Hold.
Huh?
1 second.
Yes?
What do you mean, if she's dead?
Well, I'm more than confident that she's gone, but Gizzard over there seems to be rather wary. I've dealt with her, Mori, a long time, and given how you've all described it, it seems like she's gone.
I'm gonna ask Giz what he's worried about then.
Alright. And Jack also, and Decker also follows you off to the main room. Oop. Before heading back to the manager's room.
Hey Jack, how you doing?
Hey, Gigi's just sitting by herself in the garden. Just giving her some alone time, I guess.
Yeah, I feel that's best.
Sir Gizzard, can I got a question.
You see Gizzard staring at the fire and in the flames. The scene is replaying itself.
Does he carry on?
What is it, Jacoby?
Mr. Decker said that, you don't think that, that boss is dead yet?
I am unsettled by how she left.
I mean, yeah, but seems like her magic consumed her. You think that was faked?
I feel
Magic
like
not
with
consumed,
how
transforms.
with how Decker described the magic, I believe that if she were to dodge an attack, she would be this goo would like move around, but instead she just melted in the goo, evaporated.
Magic does not consume, it transforms. Things do not disappear. It is possible she will not return.
I mean,
I imagine
even if
the rest
she
of them
did survive,
have similar abilities.
You do, gives it... In this world, there is sometimes chances that magic does, in fact, consume its owner, because with these powers, sometimes it's not always easy to control them, so it is very well possible that she could have lost her form and passed as a result, given how much damage she had sustained from all of you collectively.
we did really fuck her up. I do not believe she could have came back from that.
The thing is, I've been kind of thinking the same thing. It does feel kind of too easy.
Well, if she didn't die, then I'm sure tonight I'll see the timekeeper telling me that she isn't dead, and I'll be able to communicate that.
Yes, do let us know.
That's a good idea.
Still, I'm sure others have this ability. Want to know how to stop it.
Well, I do believe our strategy of holding the enemy there while we just wail on them worked. But perhaps we should think of some sort of spell that would allow you to stop them from getting away. Some sort of counter spell.
Holding them is a fine strategy against a single opponent. Although I feel we were lucky in that encounter.
You are incredibly lucky that she did not bring several goons. Considering the last time she fought us with several goons, Jack was knocked unconscious.
The thing is, she knew that worked last time as well. So I don't know why she wanted to do it alone this time.
It
I
worked.
don't think she planned. We caught her at her house.
Even for how he knew to get away, it seemed that she still had that normal quality of being stupid.
I guess, yeah.
Which is why she tried to fight someone 4-on-1. Not just someone's 4 magic users.
Actually, that's another thing. What was that boom that happened in the back over there?
There was some sort of trap in the door. I must have noticed when I went in.
Something in the computer tripped the electricity and activated the trap on the door.
What kind of trap was it?
A
Some
fireball.
sort of tripwire explosion.
Fireball? That seems kind of extreme for what it was, isn't it?
Well, she did have rather incriminating footage on that PC.
I mean, yeah, but where the heck did she get Fireball?
I don't know.
I believe she was trying to enchant Orpheus.
Well, it almost worked until you grabbed her. And now I have her sweet shotgun guitar.
Orpheus is... I'm sorry. Orpheus is just... I like how, like, it's a very somber moment, and Orpheus just is not capable of reading. You're like, I got her guitar. Like, oh.
Orpheus just seemed kind of self-absorbed, but that's entirely in character, I feel.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
No,
I just found it very
I'm
interesting.
No, I'm saying, this is Blue saying this, though. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Rox.
He's been, like, alone for so long that he's gotten really bad at reading the mood.
That's fair. Alright, no problem. This is...
In any case, I do not believe this is the last we'll see of the gnome rolls.
Yeah, definitely not.
Decker comes
Perhaps
back
one day
in.
we'll be able to take down that serial killer.
He just sits here. Here's hoping, he says.
It is them or me.
I've been kicking a few ideas of what we can do next, but best to wait a few days, given how Gigi's not taking this well at all. He sits there awkwardly. He's regained some of his composure. He still looks a bit emotionally weathered, but he's sort of just awkwardly just trying to like figure out what to do at this point. He's not really sure himself.
Jack's just sort of absent-mindedly looking at the books.
Once you take a life, you never return.
Yeah,
Feel bad.
I do as well. What's been on my mind though is how there's been multiple files, not just this, but also that the file that you've been able to watch, the person in question was almost censored in a way.
Yeah, it felt weird, like they were there, but my brain could not comprehend them. And they spoke, but my brain could not comprehend their words. It was like static.
I was feeling the same when I watched it. Perhaps that's my running theory, is that it's something to do with whatever abilities this killer has. Perhaps they're able to mask their identity.
I'd
If the
imagine
timekeeper has involved herself, there is some dark practices going on indeed.
well, the timekeeper goes after those who take lives before they're supposed to go, and those who seek to like lengthen their lives. So yes, that is a good theory.
Perhaps there's something deeper going on here, if even this timekeeper of sorts, if they're even real, did not just send you off after whoever this killer is. Maybe even they don't know.
Well, it seems like they cannot act themselves, which is why they enlisted my help.
Hmm.
They're acting as a sort of patron, if you will.
Perhaps. I just was not expecting this to leave us with so many questions. Well, I'm just gonna go back to my room, just try and lay low for the next few days, and I'll try and run some more things by you all if you're all up to the task.
Alright.
Alright.
Don't strain yourself.
I'll try not to. Maybe we can figure this all out and prevent more killings from happening. Here's hoping.
Yes, that would be nice.
And Decker just awkwardly slinks back to the manager room.
Jack just sort of wanders off and just goes to watch TV over here.
Okay.
I'll be in my room if you need me.
Very well.
Orpheus, you do feel a tugging at your shoulder from what we had mentioned before
Oh yeah.
we went back into the public channel.
Oh right. I almost forgot you were here. How you doing, buddy?
The creature on Orpheus' shoulder that you all cannot see, but he is able to see is says let's go to your room, so you do not draw any attention to yourself.
Very well.
You head to your room, I suppose. I believe.
Let me just
Yeah.
yeet him all the way across the map.
No, but seriously, we should probably trying to put the second floor above the first floor.
I thought it made more sense this way, but I can probably do that later after the session.
Yeah. Just like I can't really wrap my head around. This is the first floor. Oh
Yeah,
no,
sorry,
it's above the second floor.
Yeah, I was just thinking first floor above because that's what you'd be seeing first when you tune in, but that makes more sense to do it other way. Yeah, okay. The creature speaks to Orpheus. You've done well.
Thank you.
We can confirm that she is gone. She did not put up much of a fight against all of you.
Yeah, it was kind of lucky because if she had fought us, it would have been much more of a messy encounter.
You work well as a group.
Yes, we do.
I will see what I can do with bestowing you your power.
Thank you.
Just try to look after the girl. She appears not to be taking this sort of practice well.
Yeah. When she's feeling less like this, I'll check on her.
Alright then. That is all for now. It just remains resting on your shoulder. Is there anything you all wish to do with the rest of the day?
For role-playing reasons, are we going to level up this session?
I was thinking not until the next session, but I feel like given how things have played out, probably yes, level up.
Alright.
Just
Alright.
because I feel like it's making more sense given the mood of everything and what's happened.
I mean, I'd rather not level up until.
I mean, I'm gonna be spacing things out. I'm not gonna
Okay.
level you up again for a while. I just feel like it would make sense given what's going on. I feel like holy crap!
Oh god.
Sorry.
What was
Do we
that?
need to roll a dex save for you, Apo? Do we need to go to initiative? Like, I rolled an 11 for whatever hit you.
Do you need to roll any death saves?
I just dropped something that was right next to the phone.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Great. How many more D&D tropes can we fit into this conversation?
Alright.
God. All right.
Get this guy into
Rolling that one.
Hold on.
Wow.
Shh. Okay, this.
Jacoby, I could use your assistance or something.
What's that?
I would like you to cast some magic so I can see if I can stop it.
Yeah, okay. He just puts 4 dancing lights just floating above.
He is going to try and figure out how to stop it from happening.
Are you trying to figure out how to do like a counter spell or dispelling it?
Yeah, counterspell and dispel magic.
Okay. Let me see.
In this case, it would be counterspell.
Yeah.
For dancing lights.
Like with dancing lights, it would be dispel magic because it's not a targeted thing.
Yeah, it's a magical effect.
Hmm.
Alright.
All right. What about?
You would probably want to like request him to try and attack you, and like you could try and counterspell that.
Okay,
I believe I learned 2 spells every level.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying more from what I've read of counterspell. It's more of a reaction to like spells that are trying to target you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying for purposes of trying to test it out as
But
flavor.
I was going to learn both of those.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You try and
Subjects.
concentrate. You put your. Oh, the music ended, huh? Yeah. You try and concentrate and really, like, tap into your inner magic, and after a few minutes, the dancing lights that Jack has been summoning like poofs out of existence.
Huh. All right.
I'd like you to prestidigitate something fast.
All right.
Alright, so
Keep
Jack's going to keep prestidigitating, and he's going to try and stop Jack from prestidigitating.
There's a little dancing man on the table now.
You get more accustomed as you try and like tap into your energy in the same way you did before, and just like that, the little dancing man disappears.
I think I can do this.
All right.
Is there anything else you would all like to do? Or is that going to be it for the night?
That'll be it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Alright. That'll be it for this session. I was not expecting it to get nearly as somber. I had figured I figured as much with, because I knew like at some point Decker was gonna see the footage, but I did not expect Gigi to be taking this so poorly.
Hmm.
I'm
God, I feel so bad.
I might need to talk this out with you, Laura, because I don't want to. I want to try and figure out how to make this work for you, so you don't just get into a corner of not knowing what to do because of how horribly she's taking it.
Yeah.
I want to try and talk it out a bit with you.
I didn't always have intention that if the group ended up murdering someone, which I didn't expect to happen so early, that she would get freaked out.
Yeah. Well, I want to try and help work with you to try and see how she can not necessarily bounce back completely, but try and like calm down, I guess. I want to try and work that with you. Yeah, level 6. I was gonna do that next session, but I feel as though, given how heavy this ended up becoming, I'm just gonna let you guys have it a level early, and we'll just have a longer gap between this and the next level up. Just for the time being.
Oh yay!
Oh wow.
Another 7. All right.
Two. Twos are kind of sad. I'll let you reroll this once, just because I feel like a 2 is pretty sad. Also, Laura, you need to fix your hit dice.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
They changed roll 20, so where it says hit dice, you see a number D4. You can do a drop down for that. If you click on D4, it's a weird change they did.
Okay.
There you go.
Wait, do hit dice heal your Constitution modifier?
What?
They use your constitution, yeah.
Like, if you use hit dice, can you like, does the Constitution modifier like add on to it?
Yes.
I did not know that. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching,
Yeah, that'll
everybody.
do it for tonight. Thanks for playing.
Yeah,
I hope you all enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it pretty well. Yeah.
That's good.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. See ya.